Okay. I don't see myself. Well, hello everybody. Hi YouTubers and friends. It's just another afternoon here in Florida, sunny, hot Florida, Monday. That's June 22nd already. And I thought I would open up a Hangout and see who was around and wanted to just sit and hang out and chat for a while. Come on in. I'll send some invitations out. I don't know if I'm sending one or two to some people, so forgive me if I sent you 2 invites. Cry baby. I hope some people are around. Yeah. Lily's crying. I hope some people are around. Lily's crying. Come on, let's see. Somebody's got to be home. I just invited a lot of people. Anyone that needs a, what do we call it? A link, let me know. Come on, let's see. Somebody's got to be home. Anyone that needs a, link, let me know. Come on, let's see. I am going to put the link in the description right now, so give me a second. Okay. I think that's how you do it. I'm back. I don't know what happened. I think I put the link in the description, I mean. Not sure. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Got 7 viewers, so come on in. Anybody out there? Come on in. Do you see me now, Les? I'm going to send a link to you, Sailing Solo. Wait a minute. Sorry, I'm trying to get it together. The Glamorous Life, come on in. Oh, you're just going to listen in? Okay. Who's going to come in? Debbie Lynn, you coming in? Rosie, Jen, Jimmy, Dave? Zuzu? Anybody? 14 viewers. Okay. I'll get my guitar out and start singing. Hi, Justine. Come on in, somebody. I'm getting lonely. Lonely. Man, that sounds hard. Hey, welcome. Welcome, Rick.
Hello.
Hi. How you doing? You there? I hear you. Yeah.
Hi, Deb. This is the first time I've ever done something like this.
Well, welcome. It just takes one time, and then it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I
Like,
never used a camera before.
Do you have a camera in your PC there?
Yeah, I do. It's not working?
At the very top of this screen, if you put your mouse like right in the middle, there's going to be there's a camera and a microphone. Your microphone's working. Hi, Drew.
Okay.
See the camera?
Hi, Deb.
Hi there. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, if you put your mouse up above the top, like above my head, right about, just kind of go back and forth, you'll see. And it'll say turn camera on. Mine says turn camera off. And if I do, then that's what happens. How are you this Monday, Drew?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Mm.
I just wanted to say hi and find out how you were doing.
I'm doing pretty good. I just came back from went to Camping World. I just spent $265. It's very easy to do, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is very easy to do, especially there.
Welcome anybody that's come in. Hello. Hello. Yeah, I just bought a surge protector, and I bought a membership to Good Sam because it was on sale. I got all kinds of stuff. So Rick,
well, the Good Sam is almost like having a AAA. You know, it's
yeah, that's what it's like. So I bought
it. Would be a very, very good thing for you to have.
And it was only $59 if I joined. Now, everybody that comes in, you got to make sure you turn off the sound on the YouTube channel. You can keep it on like mute, and that way you can see the chat and be in the room. Hello.
Hi, Fearless Patriot.
Just about a surge protector. Okay. Well, I hear you. That's a good start, huh? I look pretty messy. It's so hot in Florida. There's no use putting any makeup on or anything. And I didn't. Rick, did you find your camera?
I have a camera. I mean, it's sitting here right on the top of my little laptop. I mean, no, I mean,
I know.
it's built in.
Did you click it on?
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
Okay, if you want to.
I will if I knew how to do it. It's saying it doesn't detect a camera, but I'm looking at it.
Okay, and you went to the top of the screen, and like I said, and you saw the camera sync thing?
Well, the top of the screen, it's got like a microphone and a camera with a slash across them.
That's the one, yeah.
And it says camera not detected. So,
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. I'm not going to sweat it because like
No problem. No problem.
Yeah.
You might be able to click on the gear that's right beside the level, the adjust bandwidth usage. There's a gear next to it.
Right.
And it might say something in there as to what to do.
Okay.
But
I got
so
it.
when are you picking up the RV, Deb?
Tomorrow.
Cool beans. So you're going to do that walkthrough tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm going to do the walk, and my girlfriend BJ, the one that's helping me, is actually going to come with me.
Good.
So I'm
Yeah.
not alone. And then bring it to the house here, and then really all week I've got people coming to help me. Like, it may take me all week to move in.
Just
Okay,
think,
am I on?
Yep,
you
you're
might
on.
want to start writing down questions on a piece of paper you might have for when you go into that walkthrough.
I am, and well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to videotape it.
Right, but you might think of something that
Oh,
they
yeah,
don't
yeah, that's
come
true.
up with, so I would write anything down. And even like the couple days or a week afterwards, keep writing questions down that you have, because you can always go back and ask them.
Yeah,
It's not like the resource dries up.
yeah,
But
right.
write them down so you don't forget.
Yep. I've been, it's not my first camper, thank God,
Okay.
but it's definitely the first one with a slide out, and I'm all by myself at the time. You know, it's a big step.
Yeah, it's going to be a big step. It's going to be a learning experience, but I think you'll do well.
I think so. I'm going to just take it a day at a time, you know.
Well, that's all you can do. That's all you can do.
Yeah. And then I'm sticking around for a few weeks, a month, and I'll get to know my trailer and
Yeah,
make it comfortable.
exactly. All right, well, I'm going to scoot along here. I just wanted to say hi.
Oh, okay. Come back at any time. I think I made it till 7:30.
Okay. Have a good one.
Thanks, Drew, for
Bye, y'all.
dropping in.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So tell me, what's your name, young lady? I don't know your name, so it's New Beginnings.
Cindy.
Cindy?
Yeah, Cindy.
Hi, Cindy. Cindy.
Uh-huh.
Nice to meet you.
Cindy.
Cindy, where are
Like
you
Cynthia.
from? Yeah, Cindy. D. All right, Cynthia.
Carolina.
Carolinas. Oh, okay. A lot of people from the Carolinas I've been meeting lately.
But very few are actually traveling, at least that they have blogs or YouTube. You don't see very much Eastern travel.
Is this do you have a channel on YouTube?
I do. But it's just now starting. So, I mean, currently what's up there is just the introduction. It's kind of a tease, I guess. We just this weekend went up to Cherokee, and I've got 2 videos that I'm currently uploading right now that will express what that trip was.
All right.
But
That's good. And after a while, it becomes
I
like
think they need to have a little more of the eastern states.
Say it again.
I said I think they need to have a few more of the eastern states tours and comments, because I know there's a lot of RVers from over here.
I know just a couple people I've met lately that
Everybody
live in
seems
the
to be going
Carolinas.
west.
I'm going west. I'm going from
Yeah.
Florida. I might go east a little and then over. I'm not sure of my route yet.
Well, the thing is with an RV, you're better off, in my opinion, that you're better off when you have more open areas. And in the east of the Mississippi, there's less, it's more densely populated, so you're going to interfere with other people in their properties as opposed to way further west. So it
Yeah.
makes sense in that respect.
Yeah, and I want to be. Well, I've been all the way up
You
the
have-
East Coast. Go ahead.
What was
You
that
have a
beginning?
lot of state and national parks. There's a lot of state and national parks on this side of the country, though. And like I said, there's a lot of RVers. You just don't, they're not posted.
Yeah. Now, in the parks, if you have an RV in the national park, can you get a pass where you got reduced camping fees for annual pass?
I know if you're a certain age, you get a senior pass. It's half price.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
cool.
know. I haven't started
Yeah.
that part. I just I'm pretty new to it, but I'm moving in. I sold my home and I bought a 27-foot travel trailer and I have a truck and I'm going to stay in the area for a month while I learn my trailer and get comfortable, and then I'm going out west.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking to you from the U.S. Virgin Islands, by the way.
Oh, you sound so clear.
Oh,
Nice. That's a beautiful area. I took a cruise there, and yeah, that was lovely.
I lived on a sailboat for about. I had a sailboat, a 40-foot sailboat, for about 18 years, and I lived on it for most of that time, all but 2 or 3 years.
That's an RV in itself.
Yeah, yeah. So, and I lost it about 4 years ago in a hurricane.
Oh man.
That was okay. I got my money's worth out of that boat.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. So once I realized that, after losing it, it was no problem. I just said, you know what? It was a very good move for me. Because I live, you live rent free when
Yeah.
I was on a boat that size. So it's like an RV. And now I ended up buying a house. I took all my cash that I had saved up when I lost the boat and I was homeless. And I ended up finding a property here on St. John in the Virgin Islands. And
Oh, nice.
yeah, and if I could wave a magic wand, I would sell it and buy an RV and move to the States and travel.
Oh, would you? I'd love, if I had to stay in one place at least, St. John Island would be very, very nice. Hi, Corey.
Hey,
I'm so glad you joined.
finally able to.
Yeah, what the heck?
I don't have the boys right now.
Oh, good. Give yourself a little break.
A
Yeah.
big one. Their mom's home, so I'm free.
Oh, you're done. Oh, good. Rick was just talking about he lives in the Virgin Islands.
Oh,
I know.
nice.
So you would sell your land and leave and get an RV and travel?
Yeah, I just can't. I would sell it tomorrow, but the house needs a lot of work, and like the shoemaker's children don't have shoes.
Yeah.
I just got too much going. I really would love to do it, but and my excuse for not doing it is, my mortgage is $800 a month, and less than $300 is paying interest, so the rest is going to principal payoff.
Well, that's a good thing. What do you do if I may ask, what kind of work do you
Yeah, you can. I learned electronics in the military as an electronic technician, and I used to work on big mainframe computers and stuff, so I know electronics really, really well. And as a little boy, I was always fascinated by things that I didn't understand how they worked, so I charge people here on St. John, which has a population of under 5,000 as of the 2010 census. I charge them by the hour, and I couldn't charge what I charge an hour here in the States.
Okay, well, you got something going good. That's good.
So I do electrical work. If somebody needs a 220 circuit added to their house to put in a dryer or something, I can put that in, from the circuit breaker, put a new breaker in and do that. I do plumbing work. I could pretty much work on anything. And it would be a great ability if I was in an RV, too.
Yeah, my husband who passed away, he was an HVAC engineer. So
Yeah.
he knew all that, and it's good, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a bunch of stuff in my storage room that I don't know what to do with it. It's a lot of air conditioning, heating, and coolant and everything. And Salvation Army wouldn't take it today, so it's like, oh well. There's gauges and everything. Hi Vic, welcome. Vic.
You might call a air conditioner repair guy or something that's, you know, if it's something that
Yeah.
they want to have.
Well, I was trying to sell it on Craigslist for the last, probably 3 months, 4 months, and it didn't sell. Well, some stuff did, but I guess all the stuff that's left nobody wanted, so it's older stuff. I'm going to let my dog out before my dog has a panic attack. She's sitting by the window crying at me, so I'm going to be right back.
Aw.
Right back.
Okay.
Do I know anybody in here? I don't know. I don't think I do.
I've
I know
only
Vic?
been following for the last month.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Hey, girl, you want to go out, Rosie?
Well, I'm a so fuck it. Corey.
And where are you located at, Corey?
North Carolina.
Cole, come help
What
me.
part?
Come help me.
Tarboro.
So Corey, you're ground
I'm
zero.
just outside Charlotte.
Oh, really?
I don't know how to do
Excuse
this.
me,
Come here and help me.
my grandson. What?
I said I was just outside Charlotte.
Yeah. Somebody else said something about Corey, my grandson, something, but I couldn't hear what he was saying.
Well, I started to say you're right in ground zero for that Confederate flag issue right now. Being in South Carolina, right?
I'm in what?
So you're in South Carolina. You're at ground
North-
zero for that
How do I do
debate,
this?
for that
Ground zero?
Confederate flag issue.
What do you?
It's a hangout.
Well,
It's
there's a
chat.
picture
I don't know
circulating
how to do it.
that a Facebooker took in town of a man that's got like 30
Why is
some
it
Confederate
red?
flags in his yard, and he lives right in the middle of the hood, like right in the middle of the hood in town.
Wow.
So that's the only issue that I know of, is the one that's actually going on here now. I haven't heard of anything else.
Here in the Virgin Islands, there's a lot of press on the internet about a guy who went into a church and
How
killed a
did you
bunch
do
of
that?
people.
Oh,
And
That was in South Carolina, yeah.
oh, South Carolina. You're in North Carolina. All right, my confusion.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
It's all sad. I don't care where it happens. It's pretty sad.
yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
they can't even go and pray to their God and join together, and it's just sad.
Yeah, there's no doubt. There's no disagreement here. That's for sure.
I'm not religious. I'm not at all religious. Not even an ounce of me has religion. But that's still messed up. That's very messed up.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know where we came from, people, but I can tell you this: we all came from the same place.
Okay, what does that
Wherever
mean?
is. Wherever that is, right?
You know, well, none of us are around when it happened, so.
What are we talking
Exactly.
about? What I miss?
Oh,
Deb,
we were talking about the shooting.
the shooting in South Carolina and the debate on the flag, the Confederate flag, being by the Capitol there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was raised a Catholic, and it wasn't until I got into my 50s where I found out that, like, I realized that, like, you know,
Hi, Mike.
I realized what was going on.
Yeah, really? Yeah, I was around probably 10, 11
Uh-huh.
when I just was like, I'm not feeling it. I was like,
Well,
I'm not feeling it.
yeah, I was super indoctrinated. So I realized in my
Yeah.
early teens that, like, the Catholic Church wasn't such a it wasn't valid as a religion because of its flaws. So I was always looking for like the truth. And then somebody once said to me, he says, "What if they're all not correct?" And I was like, never thought of that.
Well, they can't all be correct.
No, they
Which
can't.
one isn't?
That's
You know?
right. And then somebody,
There's
when I
so
said that-
many.
and when I told that to somebody, and I said, "I'm still looking," and he said, "What if none of them are right, or one of them are the true?" And I was like, and so that just got me thinking, and I finally figured it out.
At least to the point that makes you feel better about it all the way around.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because that's where I'm at. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
You know, we don't have the answers, and I'm okay with that. I don't need the answers.
That's it. That's it. And it's a touchy
I'm
subject.
good. I don't.
It's a touchy subject to
is.
bring up in a chat like this with mixed
Yeah.
beliefs.
Mixed company.
Yeah. My two best friends are really, 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 really religious. Sunday church, everything. But they said they wouldn't change me for nothing.
Yeah.
They hate me for the world. They say, "We're going to pray for you, Corey." I'm like, "Gee, thanks. Appreciate it." You know, and we
I've got
laugh
some
it off
friends
and
that
go on
pray
with
for me too, Corey.
They pray for me, and I'm like, "Well, thanks for the good intentions."
Yeah.
It is.
They love
And
me,
care
you
about
know.
it.
They love me.
Yeah, you got to appreciate the what is it, the sympathy of it, or
Well, the thought behind it.
yeah, the thought. You appreciate the thought, and I usually when I get it online, you know, because I'm a bit active on this topic online
Me
in the
too.
comments in YouTube, and whenever I get that, I'll pray for you. I get, you know, do me a favor, pray for somebody else. You know, 'cause
Pray for somebody who needs the guidance. Yeah.
well, not in a bad way. Just like I'm good. I'm all right. I don't need anybody praying for me. You know. So like, if
That's
somebody needs it, give it to them.
Yeah, my dad would say he'll say, "You're going to hell," and I would tell him, "I'll save you a seat. I've known you a while.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I've known you for a hot minute, Dad."
Yeah.
Well, I thought I would just.
Well, no one has right to say that you're going to hell,
What?
be it if they're religious or not religious.
We didn't get that.
Your microphone's a little soft
I
for
said
us.
no. Okay, is there some way I can turn that
Well,
up?
I hear you though. Just talk a little louder.
Okay. I said that no one has the right to say that you're going to hell, be it if they're religious or not religious. Because if they're saying that you go to hell, then they have no concept of religion.
Mm.
Yeah, but people say it. People judge others very harshly.
Some people do.
I don't
Some people do.
I don't judge anybody. That's
I
not
know.
my job.
I know, I say, but it seems to me like the most religious people are judging very hard of their neighbors. And I know they don't want to, and that's not what they're supposed to do, but they do.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Because on Facebook...
I mean, we all judge. I mean,
Yeah, I know. But I don't claim to be... Well, I'm not even going to get into it.
Infallible.
Hey,
Yeah,
Dad.
Right.
Yeah?
Hey,
We
this is
can all
Mike.
be opinionated,
Hi,
but
Mike.
our opinions don't.
That's right.
I've been wanting to ask you before for a couple of days now. On your trailer, did you get yourself set up with the solar panel stuff? So when you boom talk and stuff.
Well, no, I didn't get the solar put on. I thought that for the next few months, I'm going to be at RV parks. And then when I get to Arizona, there's a guy named Solar Billy. And supposedly he's like someone to get it done. So then I'll put solar on. But I might buy a small generator just to have it with me.
Okay.
I do have a solar charger.
Yep.
I bought this.
I'll be back. I gotta fix my speakers. I can't really.
Okay,
hear you.
hon. No problem. Yeah, I did get a little small thing that folds out. It's called a solar charger.
Yeah.
I can like put it on, trickle on the battery, and I can also put it from my laptop or my telephone. So I can charge. I don't have it here. I had it here earlier, but it's kind of cute. It's just this It goes about like, you know, that big when it's folded out.
Uh-huh.
And it'll charge the laptop. If I'm somewhere I don't want to drain my battery, I can like trickle charge it.
Yeah, that's one of those little fold-up solar panels. Then yes,
Yeah,
I know
I got
what
that.
you're talking about. Yeah.
That's a starter.
Yeah, I was just wanting to ask you because I know you had to get in the shop, getting everything set up and ready to go, and that was one of my questions, but I can never ask because everybody was, you know, a full,
Well, good. I'm glad you got a chance to ask.
you know, and I'll be watching you as soon as the day you leave to pull the trailer. I'll follow you all the way.
Oh, goody.
You know.
I'm going to be followed and watched. Well, hopefully I'm going to do a good job and not mess up.
You will. And hello, Corey. I'm so glad to see you.
I wonder if she's
She
got
didn't have her ears on.
Oh, she just put them in.
Yeah.
Hello, Corey. I'm so glad
So,
to
Deb,
see
are
you.
you going straight to Texas from when you leave Florida,
I don't
or are
think
you
so.
stopping in between?
I think I'm going to stay in Florida for July, and then I think August I might go to South Carolina for a couple weeks. And
Okay.
I don't know. It's kind of open. I would like to get to California sometime like by August, September. So I'm going to be heading west.
South Carolina does have some beautiful state parks just off of Interstate 85.
Where's this at? You mean on the...
Up Interstate 85. The South Carolina, it's closer to the North Carolina border, but it's in South Carolina. There's some beautiful state parks there.
I'm going to stay. I was invited to stay at Debbie Lynn's place for a little while, and that would be an experience, and that would save me money. I don't really know. I'm just going to sort of plan it as I go, and I've got Passport America for some discounts. I don't know.
Hey, Deb, when you leave when you leave South Carolina from Deb's, I'll be Debbie Lynn. Bring some of that barbecue sauce with you and drop it off to me.
Oh yeah, that'll take me a while to get to you, and it might not last that long.
I know. I just had to throw that in.
Yeah, I was gonna go to Texas first, and I still might. Like I said, I'm kind of trying to see. My best friend lives in Texas, and that's gonna be my home base. So I'm gonna spend winter there. That's why I might not stop now, because it's taking me way out to Texas instead of heading straight across.
Where in Texas?
It's a little town.
Shit.
What's the matter?
Oh, the wash machine's flooding.
Oh, the washing machine something. Oh my God. Something happened.
Where in Texas?
It's about an hour from Abilene.
West Texas.
Yeah. West Central, I guess.
I have a brother lives in, he's got 13 acres up in Conroe, Texas, north of Houston.
This little town is not.
The house in San Antonio.
This little town's Knox City. It's got like 1,100 people. What happened to you?
Can y'all hear that?
No, she muted herself. Or he.
Can y'all hear that?
I hear you.
Can you
So
hear the
anyway,
noise?
yeah, I wanted to mention, I think you're making the best possible decision, speaking from somebody who knows electricity very well. You're making the best possible decision getting Solar Billy to do it if you have that ability to do it.
Yeah.
He's in the trade and he does it professionally.
Yeah, that's why I thought I'd wait and get to Quartzsite area and have him hook me up with some good solar, and by that time I'll be ready to kind of boondock too.
Yeah, he would be the best person to give you a system that is going to be not less than you need. If you get less than you need, then you really
then it doesn't work.
Batteries through a lot of stress, and they shorten their lives dramatically.
Hi, Debbie Lynn. Hi.
Hey, let me go get my headphones. I'll be right back.
Okay. I wish my headsets weren't. I think my headset's kind of broken. I'm going to have to get a new one. Doesn't work that good. Well, I'm glad I started to hang out. I don't want to watch TV anymore. It's just become such a big bore to me. So strange.
So what's going on? So what's going on, everybody?
Oh, it's just I said I was just so I got home from going to Camping World and spending $265. But I did join Good Sam there, so that was $60. But I bought a surge protector, which was $100. I got toilet paper, and you know, it just adds up. It just I'm gonna have everything I need when I need it. I want to have it.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Let me turn this thing around so a blogger frog can say something about my driveway.
Oh yeah, your driveway's nice. Yep, that's where I can park.
Yeah, so we can get our meth lab going on.
Yeah, our meth lab. That was funny. Corey, did you hear the Corey? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Corey. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. What's his name? Flogger. What's his name?
Flogger frog or whatever.
Blogger frog.
Yeah. I must have made the grade because he did a puppet of me.
I saw it.
Yeah. I really didn't mind it. It was kind of cute. I didn't care for the underneath what he said about my husband.
No.
But that's because that's in poor taste. But otherwise, it was pretty cute. Now I forgive him. I don't care. You know.
Yeah.
If I let everybody bother me that wants to bother me, I'd be bothered all the time. So I'm
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Hey, Debbie Lynn.
Yeah, how you doing?
What are you doing, gorgeous?
Isn't he something?
Just sitting around, being bored. Just got back from the doctors.
Did you?
Yeah, I had to get some blood test run.
I don't know everybody in here. Let's see. Hi, Adele.
Hi, Corey. Nice meeting you.
Hi. Nice meeting you too.
Adele's a doll. So is Corey.
Thank you.
I'm not a doll today. Do you see my hair? This is what the heat does to my head. It's a waste of time to even attempt to straighten
That's
it.
why I have my hair like this. Kidding?
I think it looks nice.
I was gonna brush my hair before I came on here, and I went and grabbed the brush, and I thought, no, it'll go like this. It'll be out here if I did. I just, ugh.
I know it's hot. It's very hot.
It's hot.
Hot hair. Yeah, so I just threw mine on the side because mine starts to just frizz and curl. It's 90 million degrees outside.
And I've got 1,000 acres of it to brush, and I just don't know.
That's a job in itself.
I do not. I can't.
I think it looks good, Corey. I think
Yeah, it looks good.
What?
I think her hair looks good.
Very
It's
pretty.
actually, I went to bed with my hair wet, so I've got bedhead.
As long as my hair's clean, I don't mind.
Yeah. But it's okay. I'm comfy with y'all.
Yep.
I ain't seen you for a while, Corey. Where you been?
Me? Oh, I had my
Yeah.
grandsons for 10 days.
Oh, really?
So I just, my time is on to them.
Yeah.
How old are they?
So, not old enough. They're still here. They are almost 2, and the other one is 5. He's 5.
Oh yeah, those are busy. Those are busy little boys.
You busy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine are always hungry. Mine are hungry all the time.
They're all what?
They're all hungry always.
Yeah.
God, that's mine.
Yeah.
Oh, they eat constantly.
Yep, they do.
Where I go in Texas, my best friend's got one 3-year-old and one 6-year-old and one like 3-month-old.
Wow.
It's a house full.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those are the only 2 grandkids I'm going to probably have for a long, long, long time. Because after she had those 2, she got herself fixed. I had her spayed, and then my other daughter is not quite 20, and she doesn't want any for a long time. My son is 22, and he doesn't want any for a longer time. So this is it for me for a while,
That's enough, though. You got it. You're lucky. It's a little gift.
I guess. I want more. I want a little girl one, but yeah, it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, that's what they all wanted, and they got 3 boys.
Mhm.
No
Girls are
chance.
less trouble.
I don't know. Are they?
Well, I guess it's a split. When they're until they hit puberty, they're less trouble than boys.
Yeah.
Okay.
But after puberty on both of them, they're a whole lot of trouble.
Yeah.
I think it
Daddy's
all
girls.
depends. Yeah, it
They're
depends.
less rebellious, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're less rebellious, though.
The girls are. I
Yeah.
was a good kid.
I have 2 boys and 1 girl, and I have to say, the 2 boys have always been, you know, it's like, hey, I'm a man now, I'm going to do my thing.
Really?
The daughter wasn't really that way.
It was opposite for me. My son was just, he was a little saint, and he still is at 22. My daughters, though, psh, forget it. They are me all over again. It's awful. Awful.
Yeah.
It's like looking in a mirror from the past.
Kind of
I
scary,
tell
huh?
Yeah, I tell them, I'm like, don't challenge me. I perfected what you're trying to pull. So you can hang that up.
It's
You can
that
quit
curse.
that.
It's that curse score. You know that, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
You know how your mom and your dad, you say, I hope your kids turn out like you.
Yeah.
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 I hope you have a kid just like you.
Yeah. Then they end up being worse. So, yeah. I got 4
No,
boys.
I was worse.
4 boys.
Yeah, mine turned out bad as hell. Yeah. Wow.
Hopefully later in life they'll catch it to get it together.
You know what? I'm not even gonna worry about it no more. I've done so much for these kids. I mean, I've tried to do everything for them. I used to take them to Dollywood 2 times a week at one time. I used to take them to the best restaurants. I've done everything for these kids, and they turned out just like their mom. Their mom was the one who taught them how to be this way. She was letting them sneak out in the middle of the night and all that. Wouldn't do nothing about it. Let them get on drugs and thought it was funny.
Yeah, they got to have boundaries, and they got to have some sort of regular routine, or they don't know. You know, we teach them that. You know.
Well, she was letting that one boy of mine get on drugs, and she thought it was funny. I'm like, what the hell?
Really funny.
Yeah, thought that was funny. Stupid.
I was an unparenter. That's what I called it. I would say I unparent. I just knew. I don't know. I guess it depends on the kids. But my 2 youngest ones, not my oldest one, hell no, but my 2 youngest ones, I was able to just let them do their thing, and I just monitored. I let them screw up. I let them do their dabbling, and then I would only step in if I saw it was going to be an issue, and I never had to. I never had to step in. It was never anything. And my daughter told me, my youngest one told me when she was like 16, and she had moved out. And she said to me one day, we were out to eat, and she said, you really made being a kid suck. I went, how? How? I never got on you about anything. I let you explore. And she said, because I couldn't do anything wrong. Everything was allowed. She was like, I couldn't be bad. You let me experiment, and I couldn't be bad. You took the fun out of being bad. And I was like, oh, well. But, you know, they got their mess out of them, and, you know, they were fine. They screwed up at about the same rate as a kid whose parents ride their ass. Really. And they just didn't hide it from me. They came to me about everything.
Yeah.
So,
Well, my yard ache right
I
now.
guess it depends on the kid.
My yard ache tells me she's gonna raise her kids the same way I raised her. That's what she tells me. And I'm strict on her. I'm strict on her because I make her do chores and everything. And I don't let no TVs come on or nothing until these chores are done.
That's
Yeah.
good.
And you know, I'm trying to show her responsibility. And it ain't about money or anything like that, but I am trying to show her responsibility. She got her first job over here at Bojangles. It's a chicken place.
Yeah.
And she got her first job over there, and so I'm teaching her responsibility. I told her you're going to pay rent just like a grown-up would do, $200 a month, which ain't that much.
Mm-hmm. No, it's not.
And they call her in she almost gets 40 hours, being her age. And she's only about she's only 17 years old. But this is her first job and everything like that. And she keeps her responsibilities up, and plus doing the chores in the house and everything. I'm very stunned.
So she's there with you too?
Yeah, she's here with me.
Okay.
You know, like I said, and plus she does her house chores and she goes to work, and she's getting good grades.
She's must be working.
Well,
Yeah.
I think so.
I
Well,
think-
the neighbor,
yeah, I
the
do
neighbor even told me. They said, how can you be an asshole and everything go your way right, and I can be nice as pie, and then my kids are stealing off me and stealing from Kohl's and all that.
I think your strictness helps. I really think you're
I
setting
think so. I think
setting the rules and boundaries and being a hard
Yeah.
ass instead of a best friend.
Well,
She told me.
like I
She told
say,
me.
I think it depends on the kid. I really do, because
Yeah.
like she said, with
Everybody.
her daughters getting her job, my daughter, the one that I let her just do her thing, she dabbled in the alcohol, she dabbled in the weed. That's as far as she went. Her very first job was at 18, and she worked in a lab, particle inspecting.
Yeah.
She always held no less than 2 jobs at a time to this day.
Wow.
So she bought her first car herself. I did not help her at all. So I think it all depends on the kid, because I did not restrict my kids. They never got spankings. I never put them on restriction. And
There's several ways to parent. You know, there really
it
is.
depends.
You know,
It depends on the kid. It really
I'm pretty
does.
lucky. She's had her job for about a year and a half now, and not missed one day yet.
That's a good girl.
She hasn't missed
Yeah,
one day,
that's
and
great.
they call her in there every doggone time. Too.
Because the kids do not have work ethics these years, so that's awesome.
Yeah, and she'll
Yeah.
work
They,
double
they
shift.
think it all should be it's a give me attitude at this time.
Yeah.
Well, she volunteers for hours and
Mhm.
everything, and they'll give her double shifts and all that.
Yep.
I'm stunned.
That's the way my girl is.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's nice.
Yep.
I had my
You gotta
my
have
two
something to be
boys,
proud
all
of,
two
Debbie.
us
Yeah,
are-
gotta have something. That's the only thing I can be. You know, so
yeah.
Hey, Deb.
All 3 of our children turned out to be really good, and our 2 boys actually ended up being in criminal justice, and we don't have any kind of criminal justice police officers or anything. No,
That's
they're
good.
not police officers, but they're actually
Yeah.
parole officers. But
They're helping people.
that was something that was not even a history, with our families. But they put their energy into that side instead of putting it into the other side.
Right. That's good. I really believe it all depends on the kid. I really do, because I'm hearing 3 stories about raising kids, and we all have results that are good. So I think it all depends on the kids.
You hear a saw, Mike?
Well, and it does have a lot to do with their community too, and what your responsibilities that you're allowing them to take on within their community.
Right.
I just
There's
wish
not much of a community around here. There's not much of a community around here since we've lived here.
I just wish
So-
Corey would have raised me. I'd have had fun. I was strict. I had to stay in the house all the time. I was always grounded to the basement.
Wow.
Yeah. And for
I
stuff I
never
didn't even do.
restricted my kids. We took long talks. Me and my kids, we had some long talks.
I didn't have to be around. My stepbrother, he would get into a fight with somebody, and I'd be somewhere else, and me and him both get grounded to the basement over him fighting.
The basement.
And I'd be like 3 blocks away from him, and wasn't even around.
And you get caught with.
No, I would just because we was close to the same age. So
Yeah.
he would go to the basement. I had to go. To the basement.
Association.
It was crazy. And I used to take mascara.
Association.
I would sneak out the back window. I'd take mascara and I put it on my peach fuzz. And I'd go to a liquor store across the road. I go in there and I say, how much for a case of quartz? I was just a young kid, And they tell me a price, and I go up there like I'm buying it like I'm somebody, and I had this fake beard going on, buy a case of quartz and go back to the house and just I was grounded, we'd get drunk in hell in the basement all the time, We'd have to sneak out to do it.
I used to sneak out too. I used to sneak out all the time.
Yeah.
Bye-bye, Corey. I'm going to jump out for someone else to come in.
There's room though. You don't
There's
have to.
room.
Well, yeah, but just in case there's, some more other people.
Well, you
want
do
to
what you
come in.
feel like. You can come right back in if you feel like it. Whatever you want to do.
Okay, all right. Thanks,
Feel
Deb.
free, Mike.
Okay, bye-bye.
See you later, Lou.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Mike.
Who's the guy that looks like a puppet?
God knows.
Oh,
Vic.
you don't know. We got a.
I don't know, Vic, but I heard a scream that something happened with the wash. Did you guys hear that?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I was like, and then he went.
Yeah.
He went.
that was him.
I think that was
Or
him.
her.
Yeah.
Who's Rick?
Wait a minute.
I don't know if I've met him.
Who?
Rick.
Rick lives in. Rick's real nice. He lives in the Virgin Islands.
Oh,
This is the first time I ever tried using a camera. I got a laptop with a camera in the top, you know, in the display,
That's
and
a
it
pretty
doesn't
good
seem to be
start.
working. And
Yeah.
you know, I've seen the Hangouts, you know, and this is the first time I ever connected to one because I caught Deb when there was nobody else here. So I said, well, let me join in.
Well, I'm glad you did, Rick, because it's fun, and you never know what you're gonna hear. Or it could turn crazy. It could be funny.
Actually, I have two screen personalities. There's this Rick Dees, which was the second one I picked up because when Google started bugging me about a year ago or more that they wanted a real name, I was using this moniker Sailing Solar, and I still use that. And Google kept every time I would fire up my computer and I went to YouTube, I kept getting these notifications like they wanted a name. So Rick Dees was a music celebrity back.
Yep.
Rick Dees, wasn't he like a disc jockey?
Yes.
Yeah, he actually, it's funny. Actually, he's the one that made that song Disco Duck as a goof.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, that's where he comes from. I
And
remember.
he had the Rick Dees Top 40 TV show where he would do like, you know, a music show about the top 40 songs for every week during the disco years. So one day I got tired of them sticking up these notices in my face, and I just came up with Tim and put that in there, and they left me alone since then. And actually, if I want to make a meme post, I use this persona, and if I try very carefully. You know, Corey mentioned that she's not really religious, you know, and basically I'm an atheist, and it's kind of funny. You know, I don't know if anybody here have seen the channel with RV Refrigeration, the people, they have a school where they train people on how to repair RV refrigerators. It's the Ford. But anyway, I was watching their videos. They're very good. And they give you tips on how to fix your refrigeration on RVs. They put like, I don't know, a little under 20 videos in the last 2 years. And at the end of their videos, they always sign off with
A Bible
May
phrase
God
or verse.
BYBO. I don't know. It's a bunch. It's like five letters in a row, and it was like MGBYB or something. And I was thinking after I watched 2 or 3 of them, I figured out it's like may God bless you and yours.
All
And
right.
I have such a high respect for these people, and because he talks about the blatant fraud in RV technicians when they're called in to work on refrigerators. 90% of the time they tell people, we can't fix it, you need to buy a new one. And he says this is ridiculous. There's like millions, you know, tens of millions of dollars a year being spent by RVers throwing their fixable refrigerators away when it's really a lack of training in the industry. And for some reason, I would post comments on their videos, and I would try to promote them, you know, like, you know, compliment them on their honesty and stuff. And the guys, I don't know whether it's him or his wife, but they signed on to follow me. And I don't have a channel or anything, but they're following all my comments. And they keep giving me thumbs up, and I guess they ignore the ones they don't like. And because I'm an atheist, I have to be real careful if I comment on religious matters, you know, because I know they're kind of like reading them. So I have to go to this persona if I want to like be critical with people's opinions on theistic topics.
Kind of funny.
I'm not really.
Go ahead, hon.
Go ahead.
Go
ahead, Deb. It's yours.
I was just gonna. Nah, it's not mine. It's everybody's. I just got my license plate. You know, I had to go pay for a license plate for my camper, and I had a choice to put Sunshine State. I forget one other one, and In God We Trust. And I've never done one In God We Trust, but I put In God We Trust. And I tell you, it doesn't mean that I'm this big religious person. I'm really not. But I do believe that there's something higher than me making all this go. So yes, I believe.
Yeah.
To say you don't believe in anything,
I'm not there.
just to say you don't believe is kind of
Yeah.
strange for me. I mean, I don't mind. It's okay with me. You can
Yeah,
not believe it. It just seems weird not to think something more than you.
Oh, I think everybody, as they find a point in their life, I think a lot of people believe in religion because of the culture they were raised in, or it's expected and it's acceptable. And then some people are just stubborn like me and go, no, that's not good enough. And I just need to know. I need you show me or go away. Show me or go away. You know, if you can't show me something, and it's like somebody will say to me, the Bible says it. And I'm like, they'll say, God says blah, blah, blah. And I'll say, how do you know what God said? Well, the Bible says so. Okay, well, we're back to square one again. How do you know who wrote the Bible? Well, because it says in the Bible who wrote it. Okay, we're back to square one again. It's a circle. It just keeps going around and around and around.
Like the chicken and the egg.
It all starts with a book that nobody has a clue about. So, I'm like, I'm good with not knowing all the answers. I don't care. It doesn't make me feel any better about the life I live now. Either way.
The Bible was written by a whole bunch of people. It wasn't just King James who wrote it.
Oh, I know. I've read it twice. I've read it twice.
He had followers do it, So I mean, prophets and all that,
There's a whole lot of There's a whole lot of books in the Bible that got taken out.
Oh yeah, they've been edited out.
It's a complex book, very complex.
And to tell you the truth, once I decided, like when I first had the thought that the sincere thought that there may not be the God I believed in was fictitious, like Zeus. It really hit me in the chest like somebody punched me in the chest, and it kind of scared me for a second. And then I had to throw the thought out of my head, and it was like 2 or 3 days later I finally was able to think about it without that type of an impact. And it was
and you're strong for that, because that's a big pill to swallow when you come to terms with things that you were taught or brought up in.
Yeah, brainwashed.
And you just, I wouldn't even really call it that, because no one intends to do that. They do what culture has told them to do. And when you come to realize that they just aren't what they make you think, it's a pill to swallow, dude. So a lot of folks will back away and go, don't question. You're not allowed to question. The Bible says you can't question. You can't doubt and you can't question. Well, that keeps them in check. And I'm like, well, until you tell me where the Bible came from, it doesn't have any control over me. I'm going to question. And it's the stubborn ones that refuse to swallow the pill and then get on with their life. It's the stubborn ones that are okay with not knowing. I'm okay with it, And I sent my kids to Sunday school. They all went to Sunday school. They never knew how I felt. Until when they would ask me, and I never lied to my kids. I'd find a way to answer where a child could understand, but I would never lie to them. And they would ask me, Mom, do you believe in God? And I was like, oh, they're not ready to hear it. So I would say, well, what do you believe? And I'd turn it around on them. And they made up their mind. They made up their mind. I did not make their mind up for them. I did not want a little clone of me. I wanted them to use their mind, and they did.
I believe in God.
If
I just don't like to push it. I don't like.
If you believe or you don't believe, you have to believe in God. And no one's going to report for your life except for you. If you don't believe in God, then you don't have any kind of a reporting to be worried about anyway. So I said that if you believe in God, you are the only one that is going to report for the way that you've lived your life, because you've chosen to live it that way. So you would be the one that would be reporting to him. If you don't believe in God, then you have nothing to report anyway, so why worry about it?
Well, it's not about the end.
I am a Christian.
Yeah, a lot of
my
people
thing
are.
is that I'm not going to be pushing my beliefs and my faith on an individual. I feel that they have to.
I think that's the problem right there. It's the religion itself. It's not about believing in God. I think it's the religion itself.
I agree.
Because there's so many different religions. There's Pentecostal, there's Baptist, there's Peter, Paul, and Mary. The thing about it is, they all got different beliefs, But even though they go in the same Bible, some of them do. I ain't gonna say all of them, but some of them. But they all go in the same Bible, but they read their own scriptures out of the Bible, and they're going to tell you what they want you to hear from what they want to believe.
Right.
And then when they do that, then
Exactly.
you because you got a whole bunch of stories
A
from
lot
this
of
person, that person, and that person, and that's where it gets messed up with the religions, I think.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Well,
Their interpretation thereof.
Yeah.
I can agree with that. But like Rick was saying, he considers himself an atheist, so he doesn't really feel that he has anyone to report to. And that's fine. That's him. That's his fun and dandy.
Right.
He's not pushing that on me.
Well,
so why should I push my faith on him?
Well, let me ask you something. New beginning. Let me ask you this. When you die, what do you believe? Do you think you're going to go to heaven, or do you think you go to hell right off the bat, or what? Can you give me an answer on that?
I believe that I'm going to heaven.
Okay, well,
I believe I'm going to heaven,
can I
and I'm
say
going to
something
sit
to you?
beside my Father.
Can I say something to you?
Yeah.
It don't say that until in Revelations. When you die right now, nobody's in heaven right now, honey. It says in Revelations. And if you look at Revelations, it says God will call with a trump and wake up, you know, they'll wake up with a loud trump. Okay? So, nobody's in heaven right now.
What I'm saying
hell-wise,
to you, no, I agree with what you're saying. What I'm saying to you is that eventually my eternal life, is going to be in heaven. Now, if I was to die exactly today, my soul going directly to heaven? No, I don't think so.
Well,
okay, but my eternal life will be in heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Kind of interesting that
I do believe.
Way.
Yeah, everybody's got their own, it goes back to, like we were talking about before, even with the kids. It goes back to the community. How you were raised with what was raised above, with you.
What do you picture hell as?
I don't.
I mean, what do you picture hell as? Do you
Right here,
picture it as a burning place? You believe it's right here on Earth?
I do.
And all that. Okay. Well, all right. Sheol, Hades, and hell, and all that pretty much are the same word. Okay. And if you look up for, I think it's Sheol, I think it was in Jerusalem. What it was a dump, and it says in the Bible about that part where it says the fly dieth not up. They would throw them over. What it was a dump, and they'd throw carcasses over this dump into a fire. It was like a fire pit, and this is where they throw loved ones and everything too. So they'd hang on limbs, and the fly would die if not up. That's why it would die if not up. But the place of Hades or Sheol is really in Jerusalem, and
I guess.
And they're trying to say that's hell. That's what they're trying to say too, though. But when a person dies, it says in the Bible, a dead man knows nothing, and it says that in the Bible. It says if the dead man didn't know anything, Lazarus would have got up and he would have been on over right now to this day. So there's no foreign tale about hell right now, and a lot of people think that what the book of the Bible is all about, going to hell and all that. The Bible's supposed to be about love, I believe. And but see, a lot of people misinterpret it in a lot of ways. And,
we can all determine what we think that religion in the Bible is supposed to be about. But what it comes down to is where's the beef? Where's the proof? That's what will determine if someone is an atheist or an agnostic or a believer.
That's where they say faith comes in, though. And it takes a mustard seed of faith to get you in the kingdom. Yeah,
well, Cindy, right? Mm-hmm. Isn't that your name?
Yes.
Cindy? Okay. She was saying how you have no one to report to. And I've never thought of it that way. I've never heard it put that way. That she has a belief that you have to report on the deeds that you've done to someone and account for the life that you've carried on. And that's another accountability thing. I'm accountable for me. I don't have to report to anybody. I know if I've done right or wrong, and when I do wrong, whoever I wrong, I apologize directly to them. I was raised around lots of Christians, and the beauty of being a Christian was they didn't have to look the person that they wronged in the eye. They could simply pray to God. God forgives them. That's all they cared about. So long as God, and they would say it too, the good Lord forgave me, and that's all that I care about. And the person they wronged is sitting there screwed. And when you're an atheist, you can't pray for forgiveness from anybody. You have to literally look the person in the face that you wronged. And there's no guarantee they're going to say, I forgive you. That is way harder. That is so much harder. That is an accountability that a lot of folks don't even know. It is not easy. And they say atheism is easy. Oh, that's easy to do. No, trust me, it's not. It's a lot more accountability involved.
Here's the thing, Corey. Here's the thing: is people who are raised religious, people that are very religious, or not even very, just religious.
Right.
They try to put themselves in the position of an atheist and say, well, you know, you don't believe in God, so you do this or do that. They have no basis to justify their opinions about why other people do anything.
Oh, you know what else I've heard, Rick?
But Rick, a Christian cannot put themselves in the place of atheist because, hold on, let me speak for myself. I can't put myself in the place of an atheist because I don't understand an atheist. Okay? Because that was not.
I'll explain it to you very simply. I don't mean to interrupt, but I'll explain it very simply. Do you believe that Zeus is a real god?
I don't know what you're talking about. Zeus is a real god.
Zeus. You believe that that's a real god?
You're talking about Greek mythology. You're talking
Zeus
about,
was not a real.
he's talking about Greek mythology. That's what he's talking about.
Okay, well, I haven't got the answer to that question.
It's getting kind of loud. What is that?
Somebody have a back channel on it? Someone has a channel on in the background?
No, I've got headphones on.
Yeah, mythology is nothing like Christian faith.
Rick?
Yeah, the question is, to anybody who believes in God, do they believe that Zeus is a real god?
I don't know. I don't think that that's going to be a topic today, though. Do you have something on in the background, another channel?
Let me put these earphones on. I'm using the speakers and my regular
We're hearing
microphone.
something bleeding in, and it's hard to talk.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, really, as a group, religion and politics is very.
That's what I was going to say.
There could be hard feelings. We probably should leave these subjects alone.
Oh, I didn't. That wasn't one of my subjects.
Yeah, I usually just blog about this. I blog about this. I don't usually talk about it in a hangout.
It's okay.
Hey,
Rick, I don't know if I have to mute your mic or something.
I'm working on it.
Hey, Deb, I won't get to stay long because I'm fixing supper. But one thing I wanted to remind you to make sure you have is a good map book, like Rand McNally or whatever. Make sure you have that, even though you have a GPS system.
Oh, no, I'll have maps, too. You're right. You never know.
Yeah, you can always read a map. You can't always go by
Have you ever heard of the benchmark maps? Benchmark? They sell them on Amazon.
No, I don't.
Well, benchmark maps are really, they give you like where the trucker routes are and where all the rest stops are, and it's like you buy one for each state. So I plan on buying some of those. And yeah, I agree with you. You have to have a map.
Now, when we're up in the
and a lot of your state welcoming centers will have them free for you.
Yeah, it's good to. I know. I'm going to definitely have maps because I've been messed up with the GPS before, where they tell you to go one way and you're like, it doesn't sound right. And I remember being on 75 going from, I think it was like from Michigan down home to Florida, and my girlfriend was driving, and the GPS said to go like off this road to get like we were going to North Carolina. And there was no reason to get off the highway, I mean, wherever we were. And we went, and we were like over a mountain and then a side road that went, we did get there, but I was so pissed off that I listened to the GPS. Hi, Nate.
Yeah.
we were on our way to Myrtle Beach one time, and the same thing. The GPS told us to get off the road. We ended up on a road that was nothing but sand. And if we would have had any kind of a trailer or anything pulled behind us, we would have gotten stuck. The bottom of our car dragged the
Oh,
highway.
that'd be awful. That would be awful.
It happened by us. It happened a long time ago, where I used to live in my old hometown. We used to have a frontage road where we live on, and it talks about when you come down 75th Street where we used to live, it says, do a U-turn in front of my house. I'm like, well, if you want to do a U-turn in front of our house, you could, but it's got a 4-foot embankment in front of it, and it's got 3 evergreens in front of it. And people are like, I can't find your house. I'm like, well, you got to go down the street and then turn right and then come around the block. And they're like, oh, I want to go over and do a U-turn. Like, well, if you want to break your suspension and rip out your oil pan, go right ahead. But and then when I was visiting my dad, me and my dad were visiting his family in West Virginia. The same thing kind of happened to us. They told us to take this one side road off of I forgot what interstate. It was not interstate. It was on a side. On one of those state routes. State Route 68, some cross street. We took that down, and I'm like, how come we're going higher and higher in the mountains when you know your dad, his dad and the family lived in the middle of the mountains? We got to the top of the mountain, and it says, stop 5 feet ahead, and your destination will be right here. And I'm like, okay, fine. We stopped 5 feet right ahead. We're lucky we didn't drive off the mountain and die.
Gosh. Those things can make you go way off somewhere.
I know.
Yeah, you have to check.
That's the same thing. I'm sorry. Yeah, we were in Cherokee this weekend, and it was the same thing. The street, they had changed the name of it, so we passed it up because it wasn't what the GPS was telling us. But then we get down a block down the road, and it says to turn left, and there's nothing to the left.
Oh,
I mean, absolutely nothing.
Well, they have that over here. They have the street's name. It's got, like, you know how like the street will change names. Like one street would be like over here. There's one street called Ferry. Ferry goes to the left, and then Bilter goes to the right. But the only thing is, when you go down further on Ferry Road, when you go to the left, it's called Bilter Ferry Road. And then on the map, on the map it's saying, oh, take Bilter Ferry Road to this so-and-so street. I'm like, well, this isn't Bilter Ferry Road. But the funny thing is, when it changes names on the other side of the street, when you go down on the other side of the street, it says, oh, take Annie Glennon Road, which is still Ferry Road, to make another right. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is the GPS giving you 2 different names? And I forgot when you go further down, yeah, it's a different name. You keep on going down, and it goes into different towns. But like Main Street is like a main street. But over here, when they call it Main Street over here, it's not Main Street. They call it State Street where I live. I'm like, no, I live off of freaking Main Street, you fucking dumb fucking piece of junk.
I like when GPS tells you where the Walmarts are. You drive all the way to where they say, and there's no Walmart there ever.
Or they're out of business.
I know. So you gotta update your GPS.
Or a gas station. You try to find a gas station. Oh, the next gas station would be 40 miles away when it's really like 80 miles away.
Well, now I have gas, buddy. I've got a lot more ways to get places.
See, the problem. My GPS. See, that's why I don't drink when I go out, because if I get drunk somewhere and can't find my way home, my GPS can't take me here.
They can't.
No, it won't tell me on its way home. I get lost.
I updated my GPS about a year ago, and it wiped out everything. I went right to the site. I did exactly what it said to do. I updated the maps, and it went, boop, no maps. Wow. So I kept trying to load the maps. Boop, no maps. So I wasted my money on a GPS. I was so mad.
Oh, I was so
mad.
Well, the newer ones that are coming out, the Garmin ones that are coming out are smart. If you got a USB, not a USB, like something like this. Where's it at? I have it over here. Like this one of those USB things, we could stick one of those things into the your SD card in there, and then you put that thing into the computer and upload it that way. Because the one in our pickup truck, you could actually plug in the USB port into the computer, and then plug the USB part into the truck, and then you click upload. And the only thing is, it wants you to charge you like $75, $80 for uploading in the maps. And I'm like, the funny thing is, we did that. I was like, why would I pay $80? I'll just go buy another GPS unit that's already preloaded for 2015 and 16.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, my phone's like GPS. I have a Garmin, and then my truck has GPS too. So one of them's going to be right.
Yeah. Well, the Garmin's going to be probably the most better thing. But the Garmin's are even people talk more good about the Magellans and the TomToms. I'd buy a Garmin over anything because the Garmin's
I call my Garmin's name is Carmen. Carmen the Garmin.
Yeah, but they're one of the best out there. People talk really good about the TomToms. I'm like, I mean, I know my electronics. I tell my dad, buy a Garmin. The Pioneer one. If you have a sound system in your car, we got a Pioneer sound system in our truck, so we got a good one. It's a Pioneer. The only thing is, it's just that every time you turn off the radio and then you put the GPS on, it still plays the music in the background. But then when the music plays, it's like when it tells you to make a left turn, the volume is real low on the GPS, so we got to find a way to get it fixed. But the dealer says, oh, well, that's just a dealer item. You're going to have to replace the radio. I'm like, forget that. We paid freaking $1,300 for this stupid thing, and then you're telling me to replace the radio?
My truck has a Bose stereo.
Yeah, see, this is that. Yeah, well, this is a Ford, so like I said, but I mean, this one's not bad though. I mean, but the one we got now is a lot better.
I mean, I'm just saying. I guess I lucked out because I didn't. It was my husband's. Some guy said to me today at Camping World, "Oh, your truck. That's the most beautiful Chevy Avalanche I've ever seen. That's the straight. That's the second person in like a couple days." I don't know.
Yeah, but what do you haul in the back? Groceries?
In the back?
Yeah, because that thing's like that. You can't put nothing in the back of that thing. Come on, you need a real 8-foot bed.
Yeah, well, I have a travel trailer and I put all my craft supplies, so it works for me.
I know. I mean, but you know how it is. I mean, like we got it. When the Chevy and Ford next year are gonna in 2006. They came out with it 1 year, a couple years ago. They're gonna come out with an official 10-foot bed, not 8-foot bed, an official 10-foot bed truck.
If it was up to me, I'd have a big van. If I had bought, like, if I was going to go out and buy a car, I'd get a really super van that's got a big engine and my trailer, and then you'd have a lot of storage.
A big 1-ton, like a Ram, like a 3500 or something.
Yeah, except for they're not as comfortable as my truck, but.
Yeah, I know. Well, of course, they're shitty on gas mileage too.
And I'm grateful with what I have, actually.
Yeah. Well, what motor's in that one? What motor's in that Avalanche?
It's 530 something.
Because I know they're coming out with. I know. Well, they got 3 V8s. They got the 5.0,
I think
which
it's
is
the second from the biggest.
They got a 5.0, which is the 305, which is upgraded through the 5.3. Then they got the 5.7, which is the 350. Then they got the 5.7, that's a 454.
I think it's the middle one you just said.
Yeah, that's what's in my dad's. We got a. Let's see if I can post this. Damn it, I gotta go that way. But yeah, they got a 97 half-ton 4-wheel drive Z71 for sale. And I told Amanda it'd be perfect for her to pull her trailer around, because Well,
she has to get a trailer.
I know. Well, that trailer won't be bad if she gets that trailer. Like I told her, that trailer would be perfect for her. And this truck's $4,500. I mean, the truck's got 114,000.
That's great. I wish she could do that. That'd be nice.
And I'll show you. I'm gonna put a picture on my thing on here so you can see it. But
well, you're saying, huh? Mm-hmm.
I told her, I was like, I was telling her, like, buy the pickup. It's got 114,000. It's got a brand new brand new transfer case, fuel pump. Everything's been redone on the car. We put new brakes. It's got 4-wheel drive tires, off-road tires. It's got the Class B hitch on it. It's got everything going for it. I mean, it's got a 6.5-foot bed, stereo system, extended cab, the whole 9 yards. So
cool.
Let's see if I can load it up on here. If this thing will let me screen share. I've been having issues with screen share all day.
Terrible.
I hope Google Plus comes out with a freaking an AS3 version.
Don't mind me.
I'm too much of a computer nerd. I need to lay off the computer for a while.
Nerd is what you are.
I know.
Okay. Nerds are cool.
That's why I'm calling Nate the Great.
That's my daughter. She's a nerd. My daughter is a big-time nerd.
I know. There's lots of them out there.
Yeah, I'm a nerd.
Hey, there you go. I don't know if I'm a nerd.
The wild child daughter, she's a science nerd. She is, and she'll admit it too. She'll be like, "Yep, I'm a nerd. Sure am." The one that was on the Hangout. Do you remember that?
Your daughter?
Yeah.
I think so.
Do you remember 2 weekends ago? Well,
that's a nice looking truck.
Yeah,
I think I remember.
It's a nice truck.
Well, let me put it up on the big.
That's a nice looking truck.
It's got one little rust spot on the right front fender.
That looks clean. That's a nice truck. She would. I'm sure. I wish that it was an instant thing that people, whatever you really needed, you could have.
But it's right here, like a little rust spot where my mouse is pointing. Just like a little rust spot right there.
Hey,
That's
man.
a quick, easy repair, though.
But
so.
still, I mean, but it's a Chevy. I mean, Chevy's rust anyhow. So.
I love
But-
my truck.
And our Ford's in the background. Me and our Ford family.
There you go.
I'm going to
Yeah,
dip out,
cover
but I'm going
your
to come back, okay?
Yeah, me too. Oh, I can't.
But anyway, I'm going to dip out, but then I'll be back.
What about Dad Wild, Lord?
Bye-bye.
yeah.
I'm dipping.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Bye.
Bye, Corey.
Bye-bye. Bye, Corey.
I'm dying to go. There's another hangout. You know, Rosie started. Did you see Lucky's last video?
Yeah, I've seen something about it, but I didn't
I'm just
really
trying to
understand
figure
it.
out what that's all about.
Well, I guess a little
Drama.
bit was because of I guess Amanda and all them. I guess they was complaining about her drinking or something like that, or she was complaining about something. I don't know which one it was with. To be honest with you. Yeah, and like I told them, I said I'd rather just stay out of it because I like them all, and I don't.
I
want
know
to be
it's very
involved.
hard.
And so that's why I told him I said I'd just rather just stay out of it. And
Well-
but I mean, but it's something about that, and then I think there's a little misunderstanding there. That's what I believe.
Yeah, well, there was
Lucky.
there was something said too about me, but not by her, by Nicole, and a couple of days before that. That's why I've been banned in that room when Nicole's in the room. But I understand where Lawson's coming from. After what happened last night.
Well, what
So, I
happened
mean-
last night?
Well, I don't know who said what, but somebody said something really bad to Lawson, and
Oh, making him feel bad?
yeah, I mean,
Well,
it
they
seemed to
shouldn't
have.
do that. They
What
should
it-
not do that.
But when Nicole, I could say right now, Nicole Green and me, if I'm in anybody's live, the only way I could come in anybody's live if she's in would be through YouTube. But if she's ever on, I can't come in at all because I've been friends with Amanda for almost 7.5 years. I was friends with Nicole and I was friends with Rosie for almost 5. We all went to a live hangout and then Nicole said something, and ever since that day, me and Nicole have never been, what do you call it? Like, I don't know if you want to call the word friends. I don't know if you want to call it chat buddies or whatever it is, but I apologize for my actions 50,000 times, but I'm not trying to be rude, but she will not budge for nothing at all.
It's too bad because people, you live so short to be fighting, and
Yeah,
it's just not. I don't like to fight with people.
it ain't worth it. Is it?
No, if I find out I don't like somebody, I pretend they're dead. I do. If somebody's really crossed me, like I don't even like glimmer in their direction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's all you can do. But very, very few people in my life I've ever felt that way about.
Yeah, but the only problem I don't like about it is just like I said. I mean, if it's your hangout, like I said, like what we talked about in the past, if it's your hangout, you can invite somebody as a moderator, and then basically, if I have a problem with her, you could I could still come in the room, and anybody should be able to come in the room. And if they don't like that person, they could just block them and just ignore them. They should still be able to come in the room. But the only I don't like about it is just that I can't join a hangout if she has me blocked, and if
Yeah.
you block me, that's not
what I've
right.
heard.
I mean,
That's what I've heard. I've never blocked anybody, so.
yeah, but it's not right. Like I said, I mean, it's just that I mean, I don't know what I did to her. Like I said, I've been over there.
Why don't you just
overseas.
write her? Why don't you write her a private message and just say, "Can we please put a truce?"
I can't even do that. She blocked me on all things. She blocked me on her Google email, her YouTube, and her Google Hangout page.
I don't really know Nicole at all, so I haven't even got the foggiest.
Yeah, well, so far from what I've been hearing, like I said, after like happened last night, like I said, I left a comment on my page. Like I said,
But if
you all
anybody
see-
hurt Lucky, I'm on Lucky's side because he's a beautiful man and he's sick and old and doesn't need to be disrespected at all.
no, like I said, I'm going through
And
all
he
that.
accepts everybody, doesn't he, Debbie?
Of
Yeah,
course he
yeah, he
does.
does.
I've known him. I've known him for a week, and we've talked twice, and he knows what I'm going through. Like I said, my mom's got problems down there. Like I said, my mom's got some kind of cancer going on. I had my surgery. I had that tumor. If you can read through my page. I just had URV, Deb, so you can see my page. I know Debbie probably see my page, Debbie Lynn.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like I said, I've had surgery. Like I said in December, I'm going through pain myself in my shoulder and my nerves. And,
Well, I hope you feel better. I hope whatever you're going through is something you're going to go through.
yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I could show from here. It's not very easy to show on camera. You can probably see some of it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I've been cut from there to basically to the center of my spine. I had a tumor on the back of the heart and part of my lung,
Oh,
so
jeez.
half of my lung has been removed, and I had open heart surgery. So.
Oh, man. You don't feel grateful till you hear somebody really having some major problems.
Well, my mom's turning 60 this year, and she's got cervical
I gotta
cancer.
step out for a moment. I'll come
So-
back if I get a chance.
No problem.
Okay.
Nice to talk to you, Cindy.
Talk to you later.
Yeah, but my mom just found out she just got cervical cancer, so she's gonna get that done, and then on the 29th she's gonna find out when that's gonna be removed. So
Oh, my
we're going
God.
through with that, and then my dad's got his problems down there too. So it's like, you know,
You're going
everybody's
through a
getting
lot. Yeah.
yeah, and I mean, and I put a comment on my page like saying, you know, it's just I'm just getting tired of the lies. I'm getting tired of all the BS. I'm tired of all the
Well,
No,
you know, when you're
the
not
hate.
having good times anyway in your like personal life, it is hard. Everything seems to be a struggle sometimes.
yeah. Well, I mean, but the problem I don't like about it is just that, you know, let's just all get along. And then, I mean, if you don't like somebody, you put them on. You on your own. You can put them on mute or block them on your screen where you can't see them or you can't talk to them and get over it. But that's fine. Like I mean, like I said, I mean, I'm just hoping they come up with like a Hangout Messenger like Skype or Yahoo.
Yeah, yeah, that's YouTube and Google. They need to figure a few things out. I would like to be able to be in a chat room like this and send a personal message to somebody if I have to talk to them about something, than to have to like say it to the whole room. If there's no, you know.
Yeah, well, you can like click,
you can do that.
You can click on their picture. You used to be able to click on picture, and then you used to be able to click on. They used to have it a long time ago. Right-click on the picture, but now it has profile, ignore, and then mute. But yeah, they used to have a thing where you could actually right-click on it, and you say profile, send private message, ignore, block, or whatever it was. But like I said, they've changed this over the years. I've been on here since they started this, and yeah, it's gotten better, but the only thing I could say about it is they need to not make it a web-based thing. Like Yahoo used to be a web-based chat, then they went to a messenger, and then Google needs to come out with a messenger or Google Hangouts, and then you can make it a room, and then basically you can see the room where people type a message in the right side of the room, say, and then you can send me a message, and then you can click my name, right-click, say it says hi Deb, then you can right-click my name, and it used to be able to say click send a private message. That's how it used
They
to.
should have kept that. That's too bad they didn't.
Well, the reason they got rid of it is because people are actually using racial slurs and doing, you know, the gang symbols and, you know, the whole 9 yards and everything. It's just like, but like I said, I mean, it's like, yeah, it's like I tell people, like I said, I mean, I know this is a free place too, just like I said, Skype is the same way, like I said, I mean, but like I said, if they could come out with something like this with Skype, that'd be great. But the only thing is, like I said, then you could, and if you don't want to talk to that one person that's in the room, then that's fine. You don't need to hear them. You don't need to see them, then they're blocked. But then again, if I'm
You could go into a room and not even have it live. You could just have a conversation. We've done that.
yeah, I know. Well, of course, like I said, I mean, I could just go through your YouTube page and type the and say hi there if you're watching it through YouTube and through here. Like I said, that's the only thing I don't like about it is they should have a window for the PM box here, and then they should have like a little window somewhere in a corner so you can see the ones from YouTube.
Write them a letter.
Fuck, are you gonna send it by carrier pigeon or are you gonna send it fucking by the post office?
I don't know.
Do it by private message. Do it by
Especially over
private
here,
message.
the problem we have with mail over here, I think everything over here is coming by carrier pigeon because we moved here in July of last year, and my insurance company has been sending me paperwork for people to see for dental people and for vision. For me and my mom, we both have the same insurance. I got my mom on insurance, so I sent it to you on the 29th of last month, and I'm like, it's already almost the 29th of freaking June. Where the fuck's it at? She's like, why is that? You sent it by carrier pigeon? I probably got shot down by now.
I am going, you know, I was going to have this till like later, but I think because it's quiet and I want to check out something, I'm going to end my broadcast.
Yeah.
No problem.
I think I'm gonna check.
I'm just talking to Leanne. Me and Leanne are talking because me and Leanne are talking about computer stuff and everything. So I just thought I'd come in because I wanted to say hi to everybody. And like I said, so.
Well, Nate, I'm glad to see you tonight, Nate, and
Yeah, I
you
feel
too,
better.
Deb, and
Maybe I'll see you
peace.
later.
Yeah.
Well,
Peace out. I'll talk to y'all later.
you got to put your beard on later too, and you got to dance.
Yeah, you like that? Yeah, I have to do that for. I have to do that for her as a birthday.
That was funny. That was really cute.
Yeah.
Well,
I lost this.
I love that. On that T-shirt the other day when you were cooking, Those
Yeah,
eyes, they were like in the whole time you're cooking. Yeah, yeah.
I'm staring at you. Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
Well, next time I'm on, I'm gonna have to show. Well, I'm gonna let you all go. Next time I'm on, I'll have to show you guys a little video because everybody gets embarrassed about how Rosie has the big ones. I was like, well, I'm gonna have to show you all a video of a TG girl that has really big ones. And it's not dirty, and the Rosie would be jealous. It's hilarious. But if you've seen this girl, you'd laugh at the video. But I got a whole bunch of funny stuff. Like I said, I mean, Leanne could tell you actually I show crazy stuff. Her and Shane bust out laughing with the stuff I show. But
I hope it
show
all
them.
straightens out for you, Nate. I do.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to keep it all positive attitude with everything. But like I said, I leave comments on my page, and then, I mean, I even put down like saying, if you don't like me, then tell me straight out. I mean, if you don't want to talk to me, then block me. But it's like, fine, fuck you all.
I don't know what you did to start the blocking, but whatever it was, she's one of those people that the ones that never forgive. That's a shame.
So forgive and forget. You can't. Yeah, you can forgive, but you can't.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna jump off here, y'all. So I'll talk to y'all after a while.
I'll see you around because I'm going to check out Rosie's scene too.
Love y'all.
Love y'all
Fuck
too.
y'all, so.
Take care, Nate.
You too.